What does homelessness look like? The panhandler on the street corner? The mentally ill person sleeping in the park? This is what homelessness looks like for many. But there is another face of homelessness.
Far too often, child homelessness is viewed as a separate issue, as a condition that affects a small number of children and is to be dealt with in an isolated arena. In fact, homeless children are the extreme manifestation of a broken system. In a society where we speak of outcome measures and logic models to describe the progress or lack of it in implementing successful systems of support, a homeless child is a tangible, heart-wrenching indicator that the systems are not working properly.
In 2009, more than 14,500 children experienced homelessness in New Mexico. This traumatic experience has profound effects on their development, their ability to learn, and ultimately on every aspect of their lives and future.
You see youth, you think, they have no cares in the world, but when they start telling you that they had to deal with an issue of not having a place to stay, or their parents got kicked out of a place and they were little, it does something to you.
We talk about social justice, social change, and so forth. It's impossible to do that and to think of ourselves of having progress in that area if yet we have 15,000 homeless children in the state of New Mexico.
For 21 years, Cuidando los Niños has been a leader in developing and implementing high-quality early childhood development and support services for children and their families who are experiencing homelessness.
Well, I did a little bit of research on childhood homelessness in Albuquerque by asking people that I just knew around the community what they knew. And I was really surprised to see that there weren't too many people out there that understood what childhood homelessness was in Albuquerque.
With this in mind, Cuidando los Niños launched a statewide initiative, the New Mexico Campaign to End Child Homelessness. This vital campaign aims to galvanize the public and political will that is necessary to end this crisis. Based on the belief that it is unacceptable for any child to be homeless for even one night, the New Mexico Campaign to End Child Homelessness is a call to action to increase public awareness of the scope and impact of homelessness on children and families.
As of right now, I don't think the programs that are in place, I can't say that they're not working, but I think there's some gaps.
If we don't do something to rectify that situation, that child will more than likely will end up in a juvenile detention center, in prison, will drop out of school, we're more likely to be involved in violent crimes. I mean, there's an endless list of things that are impacted by the fact that the child has been homeless in the early years.
The campaign seeks to inform state and local policies and to improve program design and service delivery to effectively meet the unique needs of homeless children and families throughout New Mexico.
No es fácil entrar al mundo de las personas que viven a oscuras, pero creo que cuando uno tiene el mejor deseo, las personas del otro lado lo ven y se abren fronteras y se abren puertas.
I think one of the primary things is to find a way to keep these kids in one community so that we can support them and they become our kids.
We are dealing with a complex issue because children are homeless for a variety of reasons. There's no one reason. But I think if we take it in that same vein where we say, let's take it apart, let's dissect it and look at the different causes and then come up with some of the different possible solutions.
In order for us to end child homelessness, more is needed. More awareness and more partners. For this reason, Cuidando los Niños and the New Mexico campaign to end child homelessness engaged in the Everyday Democracy Strong Starts community dialogues. Through the dialogue process, untapped resources and approaches can be unveiled.
I think the dialogue circles are related to social change because they bring people together, they create a community.
I think it's important for this to be somewhat of a grassroots movement so we can get policy from the people and we can therefore transfer it more towards state officials.
So when we bring together community members, community leaders, all of the people that are involved in our dialogues, they actually are giving voice to an issue that affects children who can't speak for themselves.
We believe that the answers we seek are in the community. We know people care. We know we have the talent and commitment here in our state to ensure all children and their families have the support they need to thrive.
But my advice would be make sure that you involved all people in your community, especially your youth.
Y que vamos a extender las manos y que vamos a crear un círculo y que tenemos la buena intención y las ideas y las ganas de no parar.
Picture a community in which all children are supported. If we can picture it, we can make it happen. Together, we can end child homelessness.